well respected. I'm a queen.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Pisces Predict, your intuitive tarot reader, celebrity predictions, pop culture, and everything else. Thank y'all so much for coming back. Today we are going to get into some trending topics that's been going on over the past couple of days. We know that Durk in India, he just put out his album and he says that he got his girl back, so we're going to look into Durk in India. We're also going to look into today 7 Bria and Deja. This was recommended or asked for from a subscriber, so thank you so much, love, for asking. We're going to look into them as well. We're going to look into Chika and Zonnique. Let me know who y'all want me to look into next. Thank y'all so much for coming through. And let's get started. First, we're going to start with India and Durk. So if y'all recall, I actually predicted that India and Durk were going to get engaged way back when. I'll put the prediction here. And they did get engaged. He proposed, and but after that he did whatever he did, and they ended up having a little break or whatever. Also, y'all, I also predicted, let me put my other predictions here. I predicted that the Little Mermaid was going to do well despite adults complaining, and shout out to Hallie and the whole Little Mermaid cast. I haven't went to see it yet. I'm going to go see it very soon. That movie is doing really well. And this is the old prediction I forgot to put in here. I also predicted for young baby Tate that it would do really good for them to do a video or do music surrounding the LGBTQ community, and also around the younger generation. And they did, and it's one of their top viewed videos on their page right now. So shout out to young baby Tate. So I predicted that the Little Mermaid was going to do well despite people talking crap, and I also predicted that young baby Tate would do really good in music that catered to the audience of the LGBTQ community and also to the younger generation, and both of those came true. So thank y'all so much for supporting your girl and keeping up with my predictions. Now, when it comes to Durk in India, I do see them stay, as long as everything stays good and he really continues to work on himself. I can really see India and Durk making it work for real this time. I am picking up potentially them getting married and or expanding their family, potentially having another child, or just India and them just really getting tight when it comes to their family and really coming together and support each other like a family. She's taking care of all of his kids and vice versa. I definitely see them being able to have a beautiful marriage, or just a beautiful family connection, whatever they decide to do. Like I said, I also see them expanding their family if they would like to. That's definitely in their energy. He has been doing the work to heal the best that he can. Spirit is saying he still has more work to do, but don't we all? He is a trying man. I am seeing that in his energy, and at the end of the day, y'all, that's really all you can ask for, is when somebody does wrong by you, for them to do the work to correct it. And I do feel like Durk has been doing whatever he can within his means to make it up to India for, not being true to her the way that he should have been. And like I said, this time I do see this actually going the long haul, as long as he continues to keep up, continue to work on himself as well. Basically, y'all know Durk is from the streets, and so he had a street view or a street idea of what a man is supposed to be. And now I feel like at this age and stage of his life, he's letting go of some of that street mentality and really maturing and becoming a grown man, not just a high level street dude, but actually growing as a man and maturing. So I do feel like we will continue to see Durk just work on himself. We may see him get more into religion and philosophy. I don't know why I'm hearing that as well. Things of that nature. He's still gonna be Durk, He definitely gonna have that vibe to him, but I just see him, leaving a lot of that street life stuff behind as much as he can. Just trying to find a balance between, catering to his older audience, but also, paving the way for him to connect with a newer audience that can relate to his journey and where he is today, for sure. I'm also seeing, they never really confirmed what broke them up in the first place. I do feel like eventually we could hear about the honest truth about what happened between them and how they made up and things of that nature. For some reason, I'm seeing, as I'm saying this, I'm seeing that interview that Oprah did with Rihanna way back when. I don't know why Rihanna did the interview, but it was just a very in-depth and deep interview. I could see Durk doing the same him as well. I'm not sure who he's gonna do it with, but I do see him kind of sitting down. And I know not Angela Yee, Angie Martinez, that's the name. I know Angie Martinez, she's definitely been doing a podcast that talks more about spirituality and things of that nature. So I wouldn't be surprised if he sat down with someone like her, or just somebody that lets him tap into more his spiritual side, his wrongs and things of that nature. And I do see him, taking ownership for the BS that he put India through, to be honest with you. And I know some people are like, oh, he should just be quiet, or, because he's embarrassing her more. And other people like, no, him speaking his truth is, the best way to go. And, how he wants to handle it and how they want to handle it is completely up to them. But I do see them just being, like, him being authentic with his journey. I don't see him trying to, like, sugarcoat or hide anything from us. Everything is going to come out with divine timing for him, or with natural timing. But Spirit is saying, like, Durk doesn't mind, he doesn't mind being like the role model, or the person that people watch to like get inspiration to be better. He doesn't mind being that. It's not an easy thing to do, to be literally the voice of the streets, but he understands that he is somebody that has to set a precedent for, just being better and people looking up to him and things of that nature. So I just see him wanting to be more vulnerable and honest with his audience. So I commend him for that, and y'all will definitely look out for that as well. So that's what I see for their relationship. Now let's get more into Durk's music. So like we said, Durk did put out a album that was more towards him healing. Y'all let me know how y'all like this album compared to his old music. Spirit is definitely saying, it's so crazy. When I was picking, I was not expecting to pick up the energy that I did surrounding his career, but when I was picking up on his energy surrounding the career, the analogy that I picked up is kind of like starting freshman year of high school, and you starting off with, like, 100 of your best friends, your main people. You so excited to get to high school with them and go through these 4 years and grow and just, get out on top and things of that nature when you're trying to graduate. It's like starting with all these people that you love, and then you get to graduation and you're the only one walking across the stage. And that's what music feels like to Durk, because Durk, I did not follow his whole music journey, but I do know that Durk lost a lot of people in this music and street life, and those two things are connected. He lost Vaughn, we know that for sure. We know Pushaisty's in jail right now. His brother also was lost because of the streets and the music and things of that nature. And I know y'all probably saying, oh, just the streets or whatever, but we know all those intertwined. And I just feel like the energy coming from him surrounding music is like, if I didn't touch this, or I didn't pick this up, would things turned out differently? Would my people still be here? So music is a very deep, complex, he has a very complex relationship with music, because don't get me wrong, I do feel like he genuinely loves music, but he's also lost a lot behind chasing this music, going after his music dreams and things of that nature. So, just be very, if you're a Durk fan, what I would say is just be very gentle. That's the word I can hear when it comes to him and his music path and how he's trying to figure out what to do next. Because I'm not sure, he's literally, came up in the street life, but he also knows that rapping about the street life has led to a lot of loss in his life. So I do see him trying to, like, change the subjects of his music, but then he also knows that his audience is used to, the Durk. So I see him really trying to, like, grow and change and figure out where he belongs in this music now. Spirit is saying, I do see him trying to make more music, more verses, kind of like the what's that Drake and Durk song? I forgot. What's it? Bio Wigs, you're telling me Tay is the best. Laugh Now, Cry Later. Like, y'all know how he was just spin on that. He wasn't talking about too much street. He may have said a subliminal here and there. If he did, I didn't catch it. I wouldn't know. But that's how I see his music kind of being, like, just more, like, less about the street life, because that hasn't brought him. That just brought him more heartache than blessings, even though it has blessed him tremendously. Let's keep it a buck. He has been blessed in this music game, but he also has lost a lot. So I just see him trying to figure out, like, navigate what's next for him in music. What can he talk about outside the streets? Is the audience still gonna care once he stops talking about the streets? I do see, like, things of that really being on his mind heavily, for sure. The energy surrounding him is almost kind of like survivor's remorse. Like, how did all these people I start in the music game with, how out of all of them I'm the one that's still standing? So it's it's a very deep energy that I'm picking up surrounding him. So like I said, just sending him a lot of love and light as he navigates this. He's giving me like, I don't know if Durk used to be out in the streets back in the day a lot, but I do see spirit saying he may tighten up how he moves. I see him kind of going out, getting work done, coming back home and going about his business. Like I don't see him really wanting to be out and about, and he'll do it here and there because, you know, that's what is expected of him as an entertainer, but I don't see him doing it too much for leisure. I definitely feel like he'd rather just be at home with his kids and his wife India and just, you know, safe and tucked away, because he knows there's a lot of people out there that aren't happy or don't want to see him shining. So it's like, it's literally a paranoia that comes with being a gangster rapper or a street rapper or a drill rapper, whatever you want to call it. So it's definitely a tiring feeling to always feel like you have to look around, check behind your back to make sure, you know what I'm saying, folks ain't trying to get you, because when it comes to him, you know what I'm saying, he's so used to like having to be on guard. It could be hard, and I do feel like that's why him and India brought back together, because at the end of the day, she really does like soothe him. She is his backbone when it comes to just reminding him why he does it. I don't know if India left him, I'm not sure how much, you know, music he would do, because I really see him going back and forth about the music game and just staying out. But she really just reminds him, like, you know, y'all started this journey together, there's no point of you quitting now. You know, it would have been a waste for all of their sacrifices, everything that they did. And I really do see India is a really good, the energy I pick up around her, she's a really good, she's a Pisces. Y'all know I'm a Pisces, so it's a little bias over here, but regardless, outside of that, she's just really intuitive, and she knows how to like speak light back into him. To be honest with you, I don't know if too many people do that around him naturally, and she always bring that light back into him, brings perspective back into his life. So yeah, India is definitely holding him down for sure, and she is very, spirit is like, she's very deserving of the wife title and more. She does it very, very well. I do feel like at the end of the day, I do see him changing up his music sound, and a lot of odds is always stacked against Durk, and I see him overcoming anyway. I do see some people, they may not, you know what I'm saying, they may complain about the sound change and things that nature, but you let him find his way, let him leave that street stuff behind as much as he can, let him find his light. And I see him, like I said, I see him persevering in music despite that anyway. I do see Durk could potentially be in a movie or a TV show. I also see that we may hear Durk up talking about eating better, being holistic, may dabble in vegan, vegetarian, or just eating a cleaner diet. I see him talking more about that as well. And when we go into India's career, basically India is going to do what she always done. Like, if you follow India, you will know that she has a lot of like potential when it comes to business and stuff, and she just does it when she wants to do it. You know what I'm saying? She does her Fashion Over deals when she wants to. She does her makeup line when she wants to. She does her YouTube when she wants to, and I just see her continuing to do that. I don't see her ever committing herself to a career because she doesn't have to. Like, she really doesn't have to, and I see her really being committed to being for Durk, being there for Durk, being a wife. And I definitely wouldn't be surprised if we saw more of a husband-wife dynamic between them. I have to be honest with you. As long as, like I said, as long as things continue to go well, they have the free will to do what they please. But right now in their energy, I do see things could go really, really well between them, as long as they both continue to show love and light into each other, and Durk continues to work on himself for sure. Like I said, I see her, you know, she still have her sponsorships, but family was first and foremost to her. It doesn't matter how much a deal is. If her children need her, if Durk need her, she's not going to do it. She's going to go and take care of her family. And I just see her really embracing that wife and mother role for sure. Yes. Thank y'all so much. Let me know what you think about those predictions for India and Durk. What are your predictions for them? Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on my post notifications. Let me know who you want me to do a reading for next. Book a reading with me. I can do the same for you. Check out my Etsy shop with all your gorgeous zodiac merch for you and a loved one. And check out my second channel, my sensual stretching channel. I just put up a nice, sexy, sensual flow to some good R&B. So make sure that you check that out so you can get in tune with your body, your self-love, and your self-care. Okay, babies? Now, let's get into the next topic. Okay, I didn't put Jackie O's name in the video or on the thumbnail because I don't want to use this video. You know what I'm saying? This video isn't, I'm not trying to use her passing for clickbait. You know what I'm saying? If you come on here and you want to hear about my predictions for her, or just predictions or surrounding the energy of her, you can stay. If not, please fast forward to the next person. I only asked one question about Jackie O because y'all know I'm very particular about doing readings on people that passed. And the one question I was guided to ask is, why did this happen? And is there any advice for anybody who wants to go get surgery? Because I have done readings in the past for women who've gotten surgery before, who wanted surgery, and women will continue, not even women, people will continue to get surgery. I don't see it going anywhere, but we have to continue to be as safe as possible. We only have one body. So when it comes to Jackie O and her passing, everything I say is alleged. Everything in this video I say is alleged. This is just predictions about what I see going on in pop culture. You can make the same predictions as you want as well. And yeah, so let's get into it. What happened surrounding Jackie O's procedure? Spirit is saying where I see things went wrong is that her procedure, I did see her post with the doctor. I don't know what exact contract they had. I don't know. But Spirit is saying that whatever deal she had with the doctor or with the surgery facility, she had a deal where she was able to get something off. So I don't know if her surgery was like half off, if she got a sale, if she got a discount, or if it was free. But Spirit is saying one of the main reasons I see why the surgery went left is because she had a free or cheap surgery. Spirit does not want y'all. This is really, really big. Please, y'all, please do not take any type of surgery procedure for a promo, or don't take a brand deal for a surgery. Spirit is saying, like, surgeries is not like Fashion Over clothes. It's not like, Pretty Little Thing or anything like that. When you find facilities that are willing to give discounts for promo, that is a huge red flag. And like I said, I don't know the exact dynamic of what Jackie O had with this facility, but Spirit is saying that there was something created between them, some contract that allowed her to promote the surgery spot for her to either get the surgery, some dollars off, get it for free, get it for cheap. Do not take cheap, free, or discounted surgeries, okay, y'all? That was one of the big things Spirit is saying. Because she took a cheaper surgery, there was a lot of things that was cut, a lot of corners that was cut because she did not pay full price. Spirit is saying that she was possibly, allegedly, like I said, rushed, or her surgery was rushed because, like I said, she wasn't a paying customer, or she didn't pay full price, and they had to get her out allegedly to get another paying actual customer in her spot. Spirit is saying that. I do see allegedly. Spirit wants y'all to know, just overall, that's what I'm seeing where things allegedly went left. It was because she took a cheaper or a paid promo surgery. Do not do that, y'all. Please, okay? Please. I'm not against surgery, but pay full price. Go over, you know what I'm saying? You should be spending money on surgery, okay? If it's a cheap surgery, it's for a reason, okay? Certain things should not be cheap, okay? You can cut corners if you want to get a little fast fashion, if you want to get a little fast food, but you cannot cut corners when it comes to surgery, okay, y'all? That's why I'm seeing things were left for her. And overall, before we go to the next person, just wanted to say rest in peace to Miss Jackie O. Please keep lifting her energy up, praying for her, helping her cross over to the other side. And yeah, I'm not going to look into anything else. Don't ask me about DC or her kids. I'm going to let that be that and let them grieve and mourn on their own time. I only wanted to check in on what happened, what potentially could have went wrong. Now let's move on to the next person, or the next couple, or throuple. I don't know, child. 7, Bria and Deja. So when it comes to these three, it's so funny. I actually did a whole reading. I recorded and everything. I deleted it because I didn't know if people wanted me to do a reading on this or not. But the fact that somebody asked, I have no problem talking about this. Overall, what I have to say about this connection, once again, everything I say is alleged. Despite Bria and 7, I'm gonna call him 7. His name is Tim, but his jersey number is 7, so I'm just calling him 7. I don't know. I feel guided to call him 7. I don't know if more people call him 7 than Tim. I don't know, but I'm calling him 7, okay? So when it comes to the situation with 7 and Bria, his wife. So if y'all don't know, let me run it back. Sorry, y'all. If y'all don't know, there is a baseball player named Tim Seven, and he has a wife named Bria. And him and his wife have 2 beautiful kids. And despite him having a wife, he has a girlfriend who he had a baby with while he's still married to the wife. The girlfriend, whose name is Deja, went online and put it on blast, and all this stuff came out, and yada yada yada. So that's to catch you up on what's going on here. And what I'm seeing here for Bria and Seven is that despite them not doing too much on social media, because if you've been watching this all go out, it's really been Deja doing the most online. Tim and Bria, they respond when they feel like they have to, because Deja's been doing a lot. But if it wasn't for Deja, I don't think this would have ever came out the way that it did. But despite Bria and Seven like not doing too much on social media, this really did do a number on their marriage. Like, I do feel like they've been playing like a poker face when it comes to this. They've been trying to act like everything's good. Like, despite all of this happening, we're good, we're moving on, all of that good, all of that done. But despite them, acting like things are good and trying to work it out, I do feel like the damage is done, and I feel like the baby is here, and eventually I do see them getting a divorce in time. Okay, I'm not rushing it. I'm not saying it's gonna happen anytime soon, but I do not see this marriage lasting for both of them into old age. I just don't see that for them, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, y'all, like, he's a HOE. Like, I have no other way of saying it. Spirit, it's him. Like, the problem in the situation is not Bria. And I know a lot of people think it's Deja, but it's honestly not Deja either. The problem is Seven. It's this man who had took a vows to honor his wife, and he out here doing whatever with whoever. And Spirit is saying, allegedly, there could be other women outside of Bria and Deja. Deja's the only one that, like, that's talking up. But I would not be surprised if there was a couple other scattered around the USA or elsewhere. Okay, he's a hoe, and he continues to have these tendencies. When I looked into his energy, I don't see, like, this isn't a man who had a baby and was remorseful. No, this is a man who got caught. Okay, if Deja didn't blow up his spot, I genuinely do think that he would still be dibbling dabbling in both homes. And if Deja didn't blow up his spot, I feel like Seven would be dating Deja and still be married to Bria. Like, the only reason like there's a rift between Deja and Seven right now is because Deja didn't want to live a lie anymore. But Tim had no problem living a lie, baby, and he would have continued to do it if he could have. Like I said, this man ain't sorry that he did it. He's sorry he was caught. That's it, and that's all. Okay, people are surprised by Bria's reaction, like, oh, how can she stay with him? But allegedly, I don't think she was surprised when she found out about Deja having this baby. They have, I don't know if they have a don't ask, don't tell policy between them, but it's kind of like when you get into that type of, when you become a baseball wife or a wife of somebody who has that like money and access and prestige, you kind of know what to expect. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't ask, don't tell. It's the fact that, it's not the fact that he cheated that I think is the problem. It's the fact that he went and had a baby, which is just trifling on top of that. But yeah, this isn't no surprise to Bria, which is why she's been able to like play a poker face. I wouldn't be surprised if she knew about Deja for a while before the baby. Tim has been dibbling and dabbling, and I feel like once everything cools down, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear about him dibbling and dabbling again. Once again, this is not a man that's sorry. This is a man that was sorry he got caught. Allegedly. Okay, so when it comes to this, he needs to be very mindful. I saw he did an interview and he was talking more about this, but Spirit is saying this could also take a hit when it comes to his baseball career. I don't know how many black baseball players that's out there making good money. I don't follow baseball, but Spirit is saying baseball is a very like prestigious, it's more, I'm not gonna say very prestigious, but they're more prestigious than like football leagues or the basketball leagues. They don't like all this drama and stuff on their team, on their player. They don't like this type of publicity. Okay, I definitely feel like if it was football or basketball, another day, another dollar, like to them. But it's like baseball people, I definitely feel like he blew up his spot a lot, and he needs to be very mindful how he moves, because if he continues to have bad publicity, this could affect his like deal with his baseball team. I could feel like our Spirit is saying that I'm not sure how long he signed for, but if he tries to renegotiate or if he tries tries to go to another team, it could be really, really hard for him if he doesn't clean up his acts. And if he has a great season, of course they're gonna do, put up with it. Like I said, I don't know his numbers, I don't know how amazing he is, but if he has an okay season or a regular season, he could definitely be on a chopping block. So he needs to be very mindful of how he moves, and he needs to keep it cute, because they don't like that over there. Okay, like I say, I don't keep it with baseball, but Spirit's like baseball and the baseball league and the owners and stuff, they don't play none of that ghetto bait. I have to be honest with you, and this is ghetto. I'm not calling it ghetto because they're black. I'm calling it ghetto because it's ghetto. When it's ghetto baby mama, baby mama, baby daddy, wife drama, like, they don't do this. And even though I'm not saying that baseball players aren't or clean, but when they do mess, they sweep it under the rug. We don't hear about baseball players that amount as we hear about, like I said, boxing or basketball or football. They try to keep it clean as possible, and Tim ain't helping. Okay, so he needs to be very mindful. And like I said, Spirit saying he's also a black man in a space that doesn't really lift up the black man. So he needs to be very, very cute, because they will cut him and find another of him very, very quick, is what Spirit is saying. Like, so he needs to lay low. You better lay low, okay? You need to chill out, okay? You smelling yourself too much, and you can be replaced. That's what Spirit is saying. So just watch out. just watch out. Like I said, if he has an amazing season, then you can disregard all this. But if he has a regular season, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to take some money, or, make it hard for him to be negotiated, or just don't pay him as much as he thought he was going to get paid. Now, when it comes to Deja and Tim, y'all be mindful that I called her the girlfriend and not the side chick. This woman is not a side chick. I don't care what nobody says. I know. But, Pisces, she was saying all of this. That girl is his girlfriend. He had a wife and a girlfriend. He didn't have a wife and a side chick. That was his girlfriend, okay? I'm picking up that Bria originally knew about this beforehand. And Deja knew about Bria. Everybody knew about everybody. So it is no side. It is no hide. She wasn't hiding. We all see her. She got plenty of pictures. They're going out and about. Deja got pictures like she the damn wife. Like, what we talking about? In the family pictures and stuff, like that was not his side chick. Now, okay, did she get played in the end? She did, but she fell in love for a toxic man, and she would have to deal with the consequences of that. Having a baby with somebody else's husband is not going to be the best situation to raise a child in, but that's going to be the consequences of her actions. She's going to have to pay for that, because like I said, Spirit is saying she knew that Tim was married before she had that baby. She may not have knew that exactly when she got with him, but she was not, just oblivious to what was going on, and neither was Deja. Neither was Bria. Both of them knew about each other for a while. Nobody checked them. Nobody stopped it. Nobody put boundaries up. They just let him be all willy-nilly with it, and look what happened. You know that saying, you put your trust in a stupid how you figure? They trusted a man to be out here acting willy-nilly, out of sight, out of mind. Don't ask, don't tell. When you come to Deja, don't tell her about Bria. When you go to Bria, don't tell her about Deja, even though he was still dibbling dabbling, telling Deja a little too much. But in the end, I would not be surprised if him and Deja got back together or did a little something on the side. Like, once again, this connection didn't stop because neither one of them was remorseful about it. No, this connection only got blew up because it got put on social media. If this was not put on social media, I wouldn't be surprised if they were still together today. Okay, the only thing that's broken them up is that Deja no longer wants to live this lie for right now. For right now, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear about them again. So overall, I see Bria and Tim staying together for a little bit, but I do see them getting divorced. And I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow gets back with Deja or in and out, but I do see them eventually ending it too. But this is just a toxic mess of a relationship, and neither one of them want to let him go. So we'll see. We'll see. And last but not least, we have Chika and Zonnique. So if you haven't seen what went down with this was I have no words, America. This was just something else. Chika came online. She was on the airplane. Some babies was crying near her, so she decided to cuss out the mother of the babies on Twitter, not realizing that the mother of the babies that she was cussing out was Zonnique. So yeah, all this came out. As you can see, it was a big mess. It was some back and forth, but let's get into my predictions for what I see happening with this back and forth. So these are my predictions for Chika and Zonnique. I feel like we could definitely hear about some nice, not so nice words going back and forth between Chika's camp and Zonnique's camp. We definitely saw, I think, Tiny was trying to talk to Chika, and I saw Zonnique was trying to talk to her, and I think Izzy was trying to talk to her. Everybody was trying to get with Chika, but we also saw that Chika was using her mental health as an excuse for why she did what she did. So I really do see Zonnique's family or Zonnique's people handling this behind the scenes as best as they possibly can. Something may come to the forefront and we may hear about it, but like I said, because Chika is saying that it's a mental health thing, I'm not looking into whether or not it is. If that's what she says, that's what she says, child. And so I do see them trying to find their way to, you know what I'm saying, basically handle her the way they see fit behind the scenes, because, you know, T.I. and Tiny, they're very plugged in. It's so funny, out of anybody that Chika could be talking about, she's talking about a family, a black family that is running, you know, running big in the business that she's in. Like, Chika's a black artist in the music industry, and Zonnique's T.I., Tiny, shoot, Iris, like all of them. I think even the Damani, a lot of them was going into music. So T.I. and Tiny's family is really plugged in when it comes to the music industry. So she really made a huge mistake. I do see them T.I. and Tiny and Zonnique. So basically, you know, the hustle family, what I'll say. I do see the hustle family, you know what I'm saying, using their power and privilege to close some doors on Chika, blackball Chika if they can. You know what I'm saying? They are going to get their get back. Like I said, they may not do it out in public the way that they would want to, because Chika's using her mental health as an excuse. They don't want to be labeled as a family or as people who are coming after somebody that's going through a mental health crisis. But they do not like what Chika did, and I do see them handling it in their own way behind the scenes. So, like, yeah, I'm not sure how easy it is for Chika to navigate in the music industry, but I definitely feel like it's going to get much harder for her. She could continue to have success, of course, in her own right with her own audience, but I just feel like getting on the mainstream, she just made it that much harder for her. But I don't know if she still wants to be an artist. I don't really know if she puts out music anymore. Every time I see her, she's always like ranting, so I'm not sure like where she's at in her music industry career life, but I don't see it getting no better no time soon, baby. Like, you really put your foot in your mouth with that one. Let me know what y'all think about that as well. Like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think about these predictions. Let me know what your predictions are on these topics. Let me know who y'all want me to do a reading for next. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, put on my post notifications, check out my Etsy, check out my second YouTube channel, and also book a reading with me. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.